Most people don't fear the future because it's unknown. They fear it because, deep down, they already recognize it. We stay busy. We distract ourselves. We scroll. We rush. We repeat. Not because life is full, but because silence might force us to face where we're heading. Because imagining our future self can be uncomfortable. But what if one day you were forced to look? What if you stood in front of a mirror and it didn't show who you are today, but who you are becoming? There was a man named Adrian. Adrian wasn't broken. He wasn't failing. He was just drifting. Every morning he woke up tired before the day even began. He went to a job he didn't hate, but didn't love either. He told himself, this is temporary. And then he said to himself the same thing the following year, and the year after that. Adrian believed he had time. Time to start later. Time to change later. Time to become the person he always imagined. Later. Waiting felt safe. Waiting felt responsible. Waiting felt harmless. One evening, after another long, forgettable day, Adrian was walking home when something made him stop. A small antique shop stood between two buildings he passed every day, but somehow had never noticed. The lights were dim, the window dusty, and in the center of the shop stood a tall mirror. On the mirror was a small handwritten sign. "See what awaits you." Adrian laughed under his breath. He almost walked away, but something about the mirror held him there. Not curiosity. Inside, the shop was silent. No music, no voices, only the mirror. Adrian stepped closer and looked at his reflection. At first, nothing was different. Same face, same tired eyes. Then the image shifted. The man in the mirror looked older. Not old, but worn out. His shoulders slumped. His face carried weight, not from age, but from regret. Adrian's breath caught. The reflection looked straight at him and spoke. "This is you," it said. "5 years from now." Adrian stepped back. "That's not possible," he whispered. "I'm going to do something with my life." The reflection didn't argue. It only replied, "You said that every year." The mirror began to show moments. Not dramatic disasters, not sudden failures, just quiet scenes. Adrian turning down opportunities because he was tired. Adrian staying silent when he should have spoken out. Adrian choosing comfort instead of courage. Again, and again, and again. Small decisions, small delays, stacking into a life that felt unfinished. "You weren't unlucky," the reflection said softly. "You were comfortable." Adrian's chest tightened. "Can I change this?" he asked. The reflection leaned closer. "You still can," it said, "but understand this. What you see is not destiny. It's momentum." And just like that, the mirror went dark. Adrian stumbled out of the shop, heart racing. The street was the same. Cars passed. People walked by. The world hadn't changed, but he had. That night, Adrian couldn't sleep. Every excuse replayed in his mind. Every tomorrow. Every moment he waited for motivation instead of discipline. He realized something painful. The future doesn't arrive suddenly. It arrives quietly. Built by what you do when no one is watching. The next morning, Adrian didn't make a dramatic promise. He didn't reinvent his life. He made one small choice. He woke up earlier. He put his phone down. He worked on the thing he always postponed, just for a few minutes. It felt small, almost pointless, but it felt real. Days passed. Some days he failed. Some days he wanted to quit. But he kept choosing, again and again, to move slightly forward instead of standing still. Weeks became months. Life didn't become perfect, but it became honest. One evening, a year later, Adrian walked down the same street. The antique shop was gone. In its place stood an empty building, but in the window he saw his reflection, and this time it was different. The man looking back at him wasn't extraordinary, but his eyes were clearer, his posture lighter. For the first time, Adrian respected the person he was becoming. He smiled, and he finally understood the lesson of the mirror. The future is not something you wait for. It's something you earn through daily choices.
My friend, we all face that mirror every single day. It's not made of glass, it's made of time, and it reflects exactly who you are becoming. The question isn't what your future will look like. The question is whether you're brave enough to change what it's showing you, starting from today. Don't scroll away. Like this video, Share it with someone who keeps waiting for the right time, and drop your comment below. If you met your future self today, what do you think they would say to you? Because one day, the mirror will stop showing possibilities and start showing results. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more powerful stories.